Hi, my name is Empress. I'm just here to share my story. Um, and I feel like I'm repeating myself because I tried it on my phone, but my phone is too old and too ghetto to try and comprehend the size of storage that a video takes. So I tried doing it, but it was only given to me in 1 minute increments. So like we'd be here forever trying to record a video. So I'm using my son's laptop, um, which I secretly took back over. But anyways, that's besides the point. Let's get to it. So I'm on here because I'm actually looking for uh, advice and help because I'm not sure what to do at this point. So I will give you all my story on what's been happening, and however you can drop advice, leave it in the comments or whatever, that would be helpful. Also, note I talk with my hands, so they will show up from time to time, just all over the place. So, all right, now that we got the formalities out of the way, let's get to it. Um, so in 2021, I met my now ex partner, um, and we were we are living or were living together. So we were living together. He has recently moved out. Okay. So that's jumping ahead before getting to any of everything. So met him in 2021. At that time I was living in Newmarket. I had a 2 bedroom townhouse, front yard, backyard, garage, whole nine. I was good. Had my car, everything was good. Okay. So met him in 21. By September of 22, or sorry, 21 still, he had moved in with us. Um, and all right, fine. Well, went to see companion, found a companion. Things are, I'm that kind of person. I have a space. Come move in with us. We'll figure it all out. Anyways, error number one. I know, but my heart's really big and I get trampled on. So, um, I moved him in with us. Shortly after that, he stopped working. COVID, blah blah blah. Everything was still weird then. So, moved him in with us. He stopped working. I supported everything, and we were living our happy-go-lucky lives. So, I worked. I managed the household like I normally do. I do what I do. All right. At one point, I think in November or some point, his daughter came to live with us, and we got her registered in school, but that never worked out, and she went back to live with her mother. Don't blame her, because basically at this point she was sleeping in the living room. And girls, we need our space. All right, so I after that we talked a little bit more, and we decided, yeah, okay, sorry, head's itchy, hairdo, the y'all know black girl magic. Okay, anywho, um, so she moved back to her mom, and then the following year, 22, we decided that, hey, we're still young enough to have another child. If we want to do that, we can do that. We talked about it, which is what you're supposed to do in a relationship. Talk, which we did. We talked about it, said, okay, yeah, this is what we're going to do. So we're going to try, but we want to do it healthier. The healthy version of of this, because we've done it before, and like he had 2 kids previously. I have my son, blah blah blah. So when he moved in with us, my son was 16. All right. So um we decided to do the plant based, eat healthier and do the plant based. So, I mean, at that point, that's what every commercial was advertising anyway: plant based meat, plant based this, plant based blah, 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 blah. So, we're like, okay, we're going to do fruits and vegetables. That's what we're going to do, plant based. And at the time, um, he was following Yaki Awakened. Shout out to Yaki. He was following Yaki Awakened, and that's where we're getting all our knowledge from, etc., etc. So we started in February of 2022. Now by August of 22, I noticed that I was having eye issues, and before y'all jump to conclusions, my eye issues were, it was watery eye, you know, irritated. So, and again, being that in the summer, I was just like, yeah, it's allergies, because that's how my allergies work. They always come after everything is over and done with. So I just assumed allergies, went to see the eye doctor. My optical nerves are okay. Nothing is damaged or injured or whatnot. They checked the back of my eye, checked the front of my eye, checked like everything in an eye, and we were good. So I was like, okay, cool. Um, then I got, or just before I got my dream job, I had uh my eyes started to get irritated, so like red and watery, and so they, eye drops. Cool. I started my dream job with the government in October, and I was like, yes, this is it. Drove to Toronto, did what I had to do, whatever. That was the day. Grab your equipment, come back home, set up, because we're still working from home, right? So working from home, have everything all set up, have my office chair, this one that I'm sitting in, my desk, etc. Good to go. Okay. Then a week later, I had to go back to the office for something. I don't remember. This was before the party, so I had to go back to the office for something. And I remember waking up that morning, and I was just like, I got up, put my feet on the ground, stood up. Put your feet on the ground, stand up, and then all of a sudden, it felt like little pins. Like it was just painful, super painful. And I walked over a little bit, and then it kind of went away. I walked to the washroom, brush teeth, wash face, blah, blah, blah. Come back in the room to get ready. Okay, my feet don't hurt anymore. This is great. Awesome. So, so carry on with my day. All right. So I carry on with my day, go to work, come back, blah, blah, everything's fine. A week or so after, no, then I'm working from home now. So the office has a party. It's great. I show up. I'm having a great time. I'm walking normally, driving fine, doing me. Everything's fine. Eating still on my fruits and veg. Everything is good. No meat at this point since February. So I'm like, yeah, Superwoman. Of course I can do fruits and vegetables. Like, yeah. Why can't I? Or why wouldn't I be able to? Like, it's fruits and veg. Like, really, what? It's fruits and veg. Like, okay, the most I'm gonna fill up with is water, like honestly. So I working from home, then I start to notice that I'm getting swelling, like my feet are starting to swell. So I attribute it to sitting at what I do. And I love doing this because it's my field, it's my element. I love it. So I'm administrating, and I'm doing what I do, and I'm doing it excellent. The problem with me though is that I tend to, when I'm in my work, I tend to just sit and work, and time goes by, and then I haven't taken two 15-minute breaks. I haven't taken my hour lunch. I haven't done any of that. I'm just zoned into it. And then I look up at the clock, or my stomach will growl, and I'm like, oh shoot, it's like 3 o'clock. I should take a lunch, or I should eat, or I should do something. So, you know, I realized that I was starting to get like my legs were uncomfortable. So I figured sitting too long, duh. So get up, and I put timers on my phone, so I would get up, walk around, stretch, blah blah blah. So I'm not just sitting at the desk just working away. Okay, cool. Um my mom comes to visit us in December for Christmas, and so November is when all the numbness, tingly, not numbness, sorry. That's when the swelling happens. In December, I notice, tingle, like it feels like, when you have a cramp and you got pins and needles at the bottom of your feet? Yeah, it's exactly what it felt like. But it felt like that from my feet all the way up to basically my belly button. And it's just like, okay. So I went to the hospital on December 31st, and, they did their little basic testing and said, all right, um, we want to admit you. And I'm like, it's December 31st, 2022. I am not being admitted to the hospital on New Year's Eve. Sorry, just no, not doing it. So I'm like, let me see. So I go back home, New Year's, happy New Year, everyone's happy. And I go back, and I'm working, and I'm noticing that I'm not getting better. Things are actually getting worse. So now it's in my hands. And oh, I should mention that vision thing came back again in December, and I'm noticing I'm like, why can't I see the screen? I'm like up and close, and like, why can't I see the screen? Like, what? I can see the screen, I can see the words, but I have to like zoom it right in, and I'm like scrolling, and my job is very detailed, so I'm trying to read, make sure that I'm not messing up the names and government stuff. So classified and not classified, I don't know, yeah, classified. So I'm reading, and I'm like, can't really see what it says. I can see what it says, but like, oh, after reading, like, my head hurts. Like, this is too much. So decide on January 16th of 2023, I'm gonna go to the hospital. I go to the hospital, they admit me. Okay, this is where things get super interesting. Um, so I'm admitted to the hospital. I've been with my partner a year and a half at this point. Um, and I'm in the hospital. Um, so to I'm in the hospital from January 16, 2023 to March 17, 2023. I was in the hospital for 3 months. The only person who visited me, sorry, was my brother and my son, obviously, because he's bringing stuff. Now I have to pause right there for a second because I forgot an important detail. In December 22, on December 22nd, 2022, my sister's birthday, my son was driving and whatever, and gets into an accident. Car is a write off. Okay, so insurance, blah blah blah. I get paid out, fine. Um, and I only had like 2,000 left on the card to pay it off, but whatever. I'm like, okay, sitting on some chump change. I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna get a new vehicle. I don't know what I want, but da da da. I gotta figure it out. But I'm in the hospital, so well, before the hospital, I like they finally pay out all that other that stuff happens while I'm in the hospital, and they pay me out. I'm in the hospital. Okay, cool. Um, and I'm like, all right, you know, he still got to go to school. It's his last year of high school. Is it grade 11, grade 12? I don't remember. Sorry, guys. So, he still got to go to school. All right, cool. And he still got to grocery shop because apparently it was too much for my partner to handle. So my son being 16 all of a sudden has to be the man of the house because the man of the house can't even be the man of the house. But again, we'll pin that for later. Um, so I'm sending my son money so he can Uber to the grocery store, get groceries, come back, cook for me, bring me food. You would think that the man would step up and do this, and he did. So let's not knock that he didn't do that. He did. But his issue was he doesn't like hospitals and, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, he's living at my house rent free. I'm still in the hospital paying all the bills, paying the rent, doing everything from in the hospital while dealing with my own health issue that we're going to come to. So he makes 2 attempts in the 3 months I'm in the hospital to come to the hospital to bring me food. Now, this is the food that he's cooked. This is the plant-based. This is the sweet potatoes, blah, 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 all that veg, blah, blah, blah. Steamed veg and potatoes and steamed veg and ground provisions. So, okay, we're doing that. I'm like, all right, cool. He comes to the hospital, comes in, says to me that he's trying to come. He comes up the stair or comes up the elevator and doesn't know where anything is. I don't know if he freaks out or panics or whatever, but ends up going back downstairs, leaving the lunch bag or whatever with the food at the counter and telling me that he tried and he can't. Okay. Um, sure. And again, guys, I know there's many signs that I should have walked away and left this guy alone, but I didn't. So we're just gonna go through this and y'all will see where we're at now. So okay, I he tries 2 times in the 3 months I'm in the hospital to come bring, and both times it's basically they mirror each other. He comes up, he can't find a place, goes back down, leaves it at the desk. I have to send one of the nurses, as if they're not already busy, to go downstairs and retrieve the bag. Now, I was at South Lake Amazing place. Nurses there, amazing. There are, I want to say, maybe two handfuls of nurses there that are just above and beyond. Like, they're not recognized enough. So thank you, South Lake nurses. Y'all know what you're doing. Okay.